Warm greeting, teacher Fabián Incapié. I'm Carlos Andrés Castillo from the program Bachelor of Degree, and this is the activity, the Art of Teaching Workshop. I will be explaining my lesson plan for my English class. I will be teaching the skill listening for grades 10 and 11, and I will be teaching this skill through the method called comprehensive input, of course supported by the by the Colombia National Standards, the guide number 22, Estándares Básicos de Competencias en Lenguas Extranjeras Inglés. Of course, that will be the main document to carry out my class or to perform the expected class in the lesson plan and in the practice, of course. So, okay, I'm gonna answer this question. What is comprehensive input? I'm gonna read this quote about it. It is described as one level above that of the learners if it can only just be understood according to the Krashen's theory of language acquisition. Giving learners this kind of input helps them acquire language naturally, rather than learning it consciously. British English. Basically, a comprehensive input means trying to infer the meaning, to guess the meaning. It can be a little bit challenging, but it's the proper way because we are learning English. We are not just translating. And as my as my as a student in the past, I had very bad experiences with my teacher because they used to translate everything, and we were speaking Spanish in the classroom, despite it was an English class. And I don't know. For me, it's a little bit weird because we are in an English class and we're speaking Spanish. We at least have to try speaking English. That's the idea, no? And it sounds coherent according what students expect from the teacher. You know. Anyway, an example of comprehensive input could be like this. For example, I could say remote, and you won't have any idea what I'm talking about. But if I'm say remote, oh, remote, cell phone, cell phone, bottle, bottle. For example, uh, picture, picture. So it's not the same. Probably if you only see me speaking English, for example, headphones, but you don't have a clue. But when I'm saying headphones, you understand. And this can be totally applicable for any kind of vocabulary. In this case, I will be applying this approach for verse. For example, it's it's thoroughly shocking or even though challenging and absolutely complicated if I'm say and impossible to understand. I'm drinking water, but look at me, I'm drinking water. You know, you can infer, you can guess the meaning, and you can work harder. Your brain will be working harder to get through the meaning. I know this approach can be challenging, and no matter if you make mistakes, we learn through our mistakes. If we want to learn, we have to make mistakes. And you can identify what I'm talking about through the context, through the visual imagery. And in this example, I will be applying flashcards and video related to the vocabulary, which will be verse. For example, a picture of a person running, a video of a person sleeping, and we will be combining imagery with dialogues and we're listening. For example, students will be watching a person running and they will have a flashcard exposing the cinema action, a person running. So we'll be connecting visual learning and listening learning. We'll be combining different approaches in a multi-sensorial experience for the students. As I said previously, it can be challenging. Or that is the idea. That is the idea. Learning English, not just translating. And I'm not satanizing speaking Spanish, you know? But the idea is to speak English because this is a English class. And the idea is to speak English no matter if you make mistakes. But if you definitely can produce a message, use Spanish. It's okay. It's the last resort, but the idea is to speak English. The idea is try so hard, no matter the mistakes, as I said previously, and that's it. Speak English, don't be afraid, and learn through your mistakes. Anyway, this is my lesson plan for my English class for grades 10 and 11. Thank you.